What's up, Dolphins? The NFL preseason is officially here. The Hall of Fame game was just a couple days ago, and Georgia Tech alumnus Haynes King played absolutely amazing. Unfortunately, he is now injured, but he played absolutely amazing for the Carolina Panthers. I am so proud of him. I'm so excited to see if he can actually get an NFL gig. Making Georgia Tech proud. I don't get to see many of my favorite college teams players play in the NFL, so it's always nice when you get to see one. Anyway, I am going to go through every division in the NFL and just predict, 1 through 4 where every team's going to land. So I'm actually just going to save the AFC East for last, just because I think that one's going to be pretty obvious, and also, save my division for last. This is as unbiased as I can be. Obviously, everybody has their biases, but I tried to put them aside for this. All right, let's start off in let's say the NFC North. I have the Lions winning the North. I just think that they're the most well-structured team of everybody. I think other teams are going to take a little bit of a step back, and there's no way they miss the playoffs again. They're too talented. So the Lions I have in first. In second, I have the Bears, who I do have in a wild card spot. I do think they're going to take a bit of a step back. Just all those amazing wins last season, that's not sustainable for them. So I do have the Bears in second. In third, I have the Packers, who I do not have in a wild card spot. I mean, it's going to be close with other wild card teams. I don't see it. I'm sorry. I know the Packers are good. The NFC, like both the AFC and NFC, are going to be quite interesting. I think there's going to be a lot of top-heavy teams, and a bunch of them are going to miss the playoffs. There's not going to be really a lot of mid-tier teams this season, in my opinion. But one of the bad teams I see is going to be the Vikings. Kyler Murray's not bad, but he's not going to fix the Vikings. I'm sorry. Vikings in last place. Let's go on to the AFC. In the AFC North, I have the Bengals winning that division. Pending Joe Burrow stays healthy. If he stays healthy, they're absolutely winning this division. Second place, I have the Ravens. Yes, they lost Harbaugh, but I think the team by itself is just good enough to compete for a playoff spot. And third place, I have the Steelers. What are they doing? I mean, you replace your coach with the exact same coach, basically. I don't know what to think of them. Maybe they're going to be 9-7 or 9-8. Forgot we have 17 games again. But yeah, they might finally start tanking. I hope for their fans they do. And in last place, I have the Browns because it's the Browns. I mean, they haven't done anything since that miracle playoff win they had against the fraud Steelers. So, yeah. Let's move on to the NFC South. This is the team where all the this is the division where all the mid teams are just condensed. I think, and I hate to say this, as a Dolphins fan, as Tua has been terrible for us, I think he might lead the Falcons to a divisional championship. It's not going to be, that impressive considering how the NFC South has been for the last few years. But, I mean, there's so much talent around him, and they got to do it at some point. Second place, I have the Buccaneers. Third place, I have the Panthers. And in last, I have the Saints, who are going to be a bad team. The other three are like the most mid teams that have ever existed. And if any one of those three wins the division, I would not be surprised. Moving on to the AFC South. In first place, I have the Texans. I think their defense is going to be strong enough to win them the division. In second place, I have the Jaguars just because they're either going to be really good or really bad. They're never sustaining 2 good years in a row with Trevor Lawrence. Third place, I have the Colts. Daniel Jones, I don't know how to gauge him after his injury. Yes, uh, everyone says he's back to normal. He looks like he's playing back to normal. But with Achilles tears, it's it's really rare that a quarterback goes back to his full potential afterwards. So I have the Colts in third, and then Titans in the last because, well, it's the Titans. All right, let's do the NFC West next. I have the Rams winning that division. They're gonna win the Super Bowl, barring a miracle. They are by far the best team in the league right now. I do not see that changing. Second place, I have the Seahawks. They just won the Super Bowl, but I'm sorry. All the moves the Rams made, they're above Seattle. Third place, I have the 49ers. 49ers aren't going to make it into the playoffs. I do have the Seahawks in a wild card position. Fourth place, the Cardinals. They're really the Dolphins contenders for that first overall pick. Us and the Jets, honestly. So, moving on to the AFC West, and I have the Broncos in first place. I know a lot of people don't believe in Bo Nix repeating. I think he can do it. I think the Broncos are a real team, and they are going to repeat as division champions. They're not going to win the AFC regular season again, but, they're going to be good. Second place, I have the Chargers, another really good team. Third place, the Chiefs. They're not going to miss the playoffs again. I do have them and the Chargers taking 2 wild card spots. I forgot to mention the Ravens do have a wild card spot, in my opinion. And the last place is the Raiders. They just got the first overall pick. They might get it again. Hopefully not. But, yeah, they're not going to be competitive just yet. Now to the East teams. We're going to start off in the NFC East. I have the Eagles winning the division yet again. They're just a step above the Cowboys, who I have in second, and I don't see that changing. I do have the Cowboys in a playoff spot, though. Third place, I have the Giants. I don't think their comeback is going to be immediate, but they are building something special there in New Jersey. So I have them in third, and in last place, I have the Commanders, just because after that one season where they were great, they just have been, I don't know. They're really, really tough to gauge. So I have them in last. And finally, the AFC East. This is going to hurt. I had the Bills winning the division again. They're by far the best team in the division. The Patriots are going to be good, but they're going to regress. Yes, it was an easy schedule last season. I know that doesn't excuse the fact that they made it to the Super Bowl. You're a good team if you make it to the Super Bowl, regardless of your schedule. Don't get me wrong. However, I just think they are going to take a step back as other teams in the AFC take a step forward again. There were a lot of teams in the AFC that just didn't play up to their potential, and I think that's going to affect the Pats when they bounce back. But I do have the Pats in second. I do not have them in a playoff spot, though. Third place, I have the Jets, and in last, I have my Dolphins. I want the Dolphins to do terrible. I want the first overall pick. I don't want Arch Manning. I don't know what other quarterback is going to be good coming out of the college football this season. There's always one that surprises. We'll have to see what happens, but I'm sorry. I'm not sold on Arch Manning. Maybe this year will sell me on him. At this point, I'm not sold on him. But that's about all for this video. Like I said in the hockey predictions video, I am probably going to be very wrong. But we'll see. Blessed be. Fins up.